Thank you, Madam Chair. I would like to place on record that I have always been supportive of the budget of the Department of Education under the previous secretaries, and I will be consistent with that support under the leadership of Madam Vice President and concurrent Secretary of Education. But I have some questions, Madam Chair, and may I proceed? Let me first compliment the Secretary for her clear statement that even the city of Davao cannot finance and address the shortage of school buildings. And I am happy to note that she's not really in favor of the devolution at this time of local projects to be funded by LGUs. In this connection, may we request for the submission by the Department of Education of the devolution transition plan as filed with DBM.
Madam Secretary, kindly take note of the request.
Yes, thank you, Honorable Congressman Lagman. We will submit to your officer the devolution transition plan of the Department of Education.
To the committee, copy furnish this representation.
Right. Yes, sir. To the committee and copy furnish the office of Congressman Lagman.
Face-to-face classes would be more effective and efficient in a proper and formal classroom setting. Would the distinguished Secretary agree to this truism?
Madam Secretary.
Yes, sir. If these are in-person classes, then in-person classes can happen in the classroom, but it can happen outside of the classroom as well, sir.
But it will be more efficient and effective if it happens in formal classrooms, is it not?
Honorable Lagman, I beg to disagree because there are immersions outside of the classroom that children still learn, especially when they are outside of the school, where our teachers take our learners to concretely explain the concepts that they want the children to learn.
But that is more the exception than the rule, because classes, face-to-face classes, should be conducted in classrooms. And for that purpose, may we know nationwide how many classrooms are still in disrepair?
Our USEC for field operations is USEC for administration, USEC Ablan.
USEC Ablan.
Yes, Madam Chair, let me retrieve the information about the number of shortage of classrooms.
Not shortage. Classrooms which are still in disrepair.
I will retrieve the information, Madam Chair.
USEC Ablan, do you have the information with you?
Yes, Madam Chair, it's in my pile of books in front of me.
Rep. Lagman, do you wish to proceed to your next question?
I can answer now, Madam Chair. We have 149,806 classrooms needing major repairs, Madam Chair.
And how many classrooms nationwide are required to be constructed in order to meet the increased enrollment?
USEC Ablan.
We need 167,901 classrooms to build, Madam Chair.
In other words, the proposed appropriation for the repair of classrooms and the construction of new school classrooms would be insufficient. My question now is, how much still do you need in order to address the repair of destroyed classrooms and to construct new ones?
For our 2023 proposal, Madam Chair, we requested from the DBM 86.38 billion for new construction of classrooms. For repair and rehabilitations, we requested 7.6 billion. However, in the 2023 NEP, we were only allocated 5.92 billion for new construction and 1.53 billion for repair, significantly reduced, Madam Chair.
Within your proposed budget, can you find some sources for allocation in order to fill the gap for the inadequate appropriations for classrooms?
Yusek Sevilla.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Your Honor, Honorable Lagman, we cannot offer any program for reduction because all of our proposals are actually not adequately funded under the National Expenditure Program. So it's really very difficult for us to identify such a program. It will mean reduction of beneficiaries as well. And right now, Honorable Lagman, it's difficult to point to one program so that the repair or construction will be funded. Just for additional information, Madam Chair, for 2022, our Honorable Secretary has done that difficult decision, and she has identified 3 billion for modification or realignment of our existing 2022 budget. And that was because of some of the procurement failure or lockdowns or still in COVID or not face-to-face. But for 2023, we are really aiming for a full face-to-face, which means more funding needed po. Maraming salamat.
Madam Chair, may we know where the increases in the budget of the department went?
Yusek Sevilla.
Thank you, Madam Chair. We have provided the budget briefer in hard paper, hard copy, and we have enumerated, Your Honorable Congressman Lagman, all of the increases and decreases. The main increases are on the school-based feeding program, the Gabaldon program, and some increases in the GASPE, that is the voucher program. We are actually happy that we have restored the reduction in 2018. In 2018, there was about 9 billion reduction of the GASPE program, but we want to help all our private schools now. So a huge increase is in GASPE program.
May we know how much is appropriated for the restoration of Gabaldon buildings?
Yusek Sevilla.
Yes, ma'am. Looking for the Gabaldon lang po ngayon. Gabaldon used to be very, very...
Madam Chair, I am interested because I was the one who initially proposed for the restoration, not rehabilitation of Gabaldon buildings.
Yes, Your Honor. I have the data now, Madam Chair. This year, 2022 GAA, it's 97.9 million. And in next year, 2023 NEP, it will become 383.9 million. So there's a 286 million increase, Madam Chair.
Can you submit to us an inventory of the existing Gabaldon buildings nationwide which have not been restored? I would like to underscore restoration, not rehabilitation, because many of the amounts earmarked for the Gabaldon were not restoration; they were just simply rehabilitation, which should not be the case, because we should preserve our cultural heritage.
Madam
Now,
Chair, sorry po.
Yes.
Madam Chair, Honorable Lagman, we will provide and we confirm that the budget item title is Conservation and Restoration of Gabaldon and Other Heritage School Buildings, and Deped has a department order on the manner of the restoration, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair, what is the mandate of the Department of Education in the education of special children?
Kindly wind up, Rep. Lagman. Madam Secretary.
Yes, thank you. We'd like to call our curriculum and instruction strand, Yusek Gaviola.
Yusek Gaviola.
Yes, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, we are providing SPED programs by considering the provisions of the K-12 Adapted Transitions Curriculum, locating learners with disabilities or with difficulties in school assessment through the use of MPAT to assess the strength and weakness of grade 1 learners, capacitating receiving general education teachers in teaching LWDs in the inclusive setting, and in strengthening collaboration with relevant interest parties. Moreover, Madam Chair, for this year, Deped has no budget for this, and we are just utilizing whatever is the available funds for 2022. Moreover, Madam Chair, we requested 560 million, but in NEB, it's zero budget. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Rep. Lagman, kindly use your remaining 30 seconds
Yes.
to close your interpellation.
Yes, the special children are those who need special attention and special necessities compared to other children. And it's very important because I understand we have an increasing number of special children in the Philippines. We would like to ask the department to submit to us the nationwide number of Filipino special children if you have that. If you do not have, please undertake that survey. My last point, Madam Chair, is on the flexible learning options. May we request the Department of Education to submit to the committee what is actually meant by these flexible learning options and what are the options. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Salamat, Rep. Lagman.